what you're seeing is the beginnings of a performance piece that I have been working on, in spite of my saying I'm not a performance poet. A little trickery there. The music, the songs were written by Utah Phillips, the golden voice of the great Southwest. And I've taken fragments of those and put them between poems of my own. I hope eventually to have a performance piece that will run anywhere from a half an hour to an hour, expandable depending on the times and the features and the venues and so on. But that was a sample of it. What else should I do? Anything that anybody wants to hear?
Yeah. Well, what about guy that couldn't do his grades in because he was
Okay. Okay. I don't know if many of you know this, but I teach. That's how I make my share of the rent. And it happened one day, just about, I guess it was about 6 months ago. Skip came into my office one day and sat down in the chair opposite me, looked me straight in the eye and said he had been absent for 2 weeks because he was a paranoid schizophrenic and spring was difficult for him. What kind of shit is this? I'm a manic depressive and it's hard for me all year round. I mean, on sunny days there's too much rain. The snow is beautiful, but it's cold and hard to drive in. Every friend I've got is fucked up sooner or later. Every lover I ever married turned out to be a wife. And don't blame it on the medication. You're obviously not on mine, and I won't do yours. Thorazine turns me into a zombie. Lithium screws up my natural rhythm. Librium turns me into a bombardier. Look at all those beautiful explosions way out there. Booze doesn't help. Every time I get drunk, I remember everything that happened the last time I got drunk. So lighten up, kid. You're not paranoid if you know you're going to get screwed. And you're not schizophrenic if you know that I'm the one who's doing it to you. You can act like some kind of psychotic Billy the Kid and try to terrorize people around here if you want to, but I'm Sheriff Pat Garrett and this is my town. When I'm manic, I'll enjoy putting the screws to you. When I'm depressed, I'll do a thorough job. So you better get to work. Nobody rides out of here uneducated. Anything else? This is wonderful. For years I resisted being able to recite my stuff. And once I crossed the line, it was so much more fun. It was so much easier. Oh yeah, this is one I haven't done much around here yet. I know most of this one I did. With an older audience. This is getting harder to do with younger audiences because of fluoridation and all of that. We don't have as much. Young people don't have quite the tooth problems that older people have. I did this for a class of mine at Suffolk, and not one person in that class had ever had a root canal. I mean, I think they're missing a serious experience of adult life here. This is called At the Dentist. It's like standing below Mount Rushmore, huge immobile faces above, until the pinch and penetration of the Novocaine flips the relationship. Then I sit stone-faced, and like Borglum and his crew, they put on gloves and goggles and set to work with picks and drills. Metal edges scream against rock solids, fine spray halos the air, and I am Teddy Roosevelt with a rigor mortis smile. Cutters just below my eyelid, the eccentric whir carving my teeth. I sit in a mobilizing chair, lights and armatures angled away, yet ready at hand, technology circumventing honesty. I don't need the inevitable Daumier on the wall, that Happy Tooth brushing its moronic top, reruns of Marathon Man, black and white stills of the mouths of Scottish mill hands. We had 2 dentists in my hometown. Doc Myers laid on the tongs, stood on my chest, and pulled. When I survived, I got a shot of whiskey. Doc Broccoli never hurt anybody. He's the reason I'm here every day this week. Hard things need hard days. And so, while metal reaves my skull and fine spray wets my face, and bits of tooth arc away from the excavation, I try to find my favorite drill. The high wine of the fine grade shrinks when friction turns to burning. The coarse, irregular one suits my style, but I think it gouges out too much. The tongue exaggerates everything. And so I zone out to the mosquito buzz in my ear, bubbling water, one-sided conversations, the quiet clank of stainless steel on glass, until a drop forge forces an inlay into a cauterized root canal. Rinse, said the dental tech, and blood and calculus swirl down the drain like the end of a shower at the Bates Motel. And those of us who survive stare in stupefaction at the high cost of crude work to fix failed body parts, and then go to lunch to chew on our tongues, while behind in the dark torture chamber, rich dentists contemplate suicide.